It will ultimately raise taxes by 2027 on more than half the country. This tax cut bill will raise taxes on half of you at the
he implies that this is all just from the CBO, nonpartisan. This is like
very least watching this video, possibly more. Specifically, by 2019, Americans earning less than $30,000 a year would be worse off after this bill than if you didn't have it at all. Remember, this is a tax cut bill. By 2021, if you're under 40,000, you'd be net losers. By 2027, it rises all the way to $75,000 a year. So if you make more than that, you might at least break even for a while. The country will probably end up going bankrupt, but you'll be okay for a bit. If, however, you make as much as the vast majority of this country does, you're going to be screwed in just a few years. However, no, millionaires and those earning $100,000 to $500,000 would be big beneficiaries, according to the CBO's calculations. So, I wasn't really doubting that from the beginning, though.
I mean, if what they were saying was factually true, then I would not support the tax bill either. But like,
no one thinks on the wall cams.
Like they're like, what they're like, the CBO did not come out and say people earning less than $30,000 will be less well off. Like, that's not how the CBO does their job. Like, so what he's quoting from there is actually the Washington Post interpretation of the CBO report. And as I said before, the CBO reports are often wrong. I don't think anybody knows for sure how much revenues will come in. Plus, like, by 2027, there will have been other tax bills. Like, it's just they're presenting a hard left like view of it, and
can we get this wall and ping?
But I think what's important is to recognize that they're trying to attack the GOP tax cut because it doesn't cut taxes enough. Like, how disingenuous for the Young Turks. How disingenuous. They're basically being totally deceitful and misleading by pretending that they really care about lowering taxes. And it's like, also as a, I mean, it gets, and they're engaged in class warfare here by dividing people up by these various incomes and saying we only support bills that soak it to the rich and that help out low income, without regard to like the fact that the high income earners are already paying like the vast majority of federal income taxes.
Good job.
You know, they will never explain that or never put that. It's just totally misleading. Like, they're being straight up misleading. And I haven't studied the Washington Post or the CBO report, but I'm highly suspect. Like, all this guy is doing is just,
I've taken more damage
is
from
just
teammates than enemies.
Just like typing whatever just like reading. All he's doing is reading what the Washington Post wrote. He's not offering any like original and like sort of laughing and joking about how stupid the tax bill must be. He's not providing any original like thought or critical thinking or critical commentary or anything. Like, he's just, and that's what's like so dumb about the left is they get their talking points and everybody marches along and everybody says the same thing. And
out the window or out the hatch?
That's all it is. Like, this video and the Young Turks, this video just goes to show like how really shallow and empty the Young Turks are, that all they can do is just here's what the Washington Post said as what I'm supposed to say today, so that's what I'm saying. Why would anybody waste their time watching the Young Turks when they're literally not getting anything more than just the most shallow, repetitious parroting of leftist talking points as written by the Washington Post? It's a garbage channel. Rant over.